Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And now his first throw of the night is hauled in. That's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a give right side. Burnett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Martinez. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Martinez. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Back to throw is Bailey on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Bailey. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
First carry now for David Montgomery. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Burnett. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Burnett, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Martinez. Off the play fake. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Burnett, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Martinez. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett taken down at the 30.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 25. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Up the middle they go. Burnett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play, we sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bailey. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Martinez. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now 1 yard to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Bailey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether your quarterback wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Martinez.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, and he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Up the middle they go. It's Burnett. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
They'll run on first down. Burnett. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Martinez. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to a controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all away when you get to game day in a foreign place.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Bailey. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carroll. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Bailey. Shakes off the... And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Martinez to throw on 2nd down.
Throw right side, Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 19. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again.
A throw left side taken in by Komet.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw is Martinez. Looking to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Bailey now throwing on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Bailey. Oh, he stays up. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
Locked incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see?
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Over the middle, complete. That's Burnett. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Bailey. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bailey. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on 2nd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Bailey to throw on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Bailey throwing on 3rd and long. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Martinez. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Martinez now. Off play action. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On first down, Burnett. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
They'll run on first down. Burnett.
Down to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
To about the 26 here.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now Martinez from the gun on third down. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Throwing again. Bailey. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Bailey from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Here's Martinez to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Burnett, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martinez, and he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Martinez on 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bailey. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Bailey. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Hands it off out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Burnett, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. Back to throw. Martinez. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw is Martinez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, there's really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Back to throw is Bailey on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Bailey. He finds his man. Complete. It's Goodwin. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Bailey. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carroll.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Bailey now on 1st and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Bailey.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Here's Bailey to throw on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Bailey. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 24. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Burnett. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players